clock will kick off again. That's all right. Okay, thank you. Steve Spinelli, 214 Kinlawn Road. I heard a lot of things on the last one that was stating all the so-called facts, except she didn't present any like the first woman had presented all her facts. So we really didn't hear anything other than her word on that. I would like for her to maybe, if she could, show those studies and who they're from. I'd also like to ask the board if they understand and know what this new law from Mr. Murphy entails. Do you have the actual details of what it's going to be teaching these children? Do you know the details?
What new law specifically?
On the sex education for
does anyone know what the new curriculum entails from Murphy, the details of this?
So, sir, that isn't an agenda item.
Oh.
What we're talking about was approving the ESSER funds, the grants that we have for presentation. That's what this was about. The curriculum's not actually, we're not discussing that tonight. We can talk about that at the end of the meeting. At the end of the meeting. Yeah, yes.
All right.
This is only for agenda items, so we can get through the business of the agenda, in case anybody's here for agenda items, and then you can come up and talk about anything you want at the end of the meeting.
Anything on the agenda at some point?
We can talk about it at the end of the meeting, yeah. You're welcome, sir. Okay, is there any public comment on agenda items? Okay, I don't see anybody else stepping up, so we'll move on. Move on to report of the superintendent, and we'll begin with the education committee. Mrs. Fishbeck is stuck in Orlando, so unfortunately for her, that's too bad. So Mrs. Perella will read the education committee's report.
Agenda items number 1 through 5 represent the Education Committee's recommendations. They will be voted upon as a group. Number 1, the Comprehensive Equity Plan Statement of Assurance for the 2022-2023 school year. The in-service agreement between Elevate Education and Kinlawn Public Schools for a half-day virtual workshop on April 11, 2022 at a cost of $2,000 to be paid for by ESSER 3 grant funds. Number 3, the in-service agreement between Elevate Education and Kinlawn Public School for a full-day on-site workshop on May 17, 2022 at a cost of $8,000 to be paid from ESSER 3 grant funds. Number 4, the Kinlawn Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approves Gloria Costco, tile, and pottery to run pinch pottery workshops at Kinlawn Stony Brook School for a total cost of $4,740, including supplies to be paid from Title I funds for both Keela and Stony Brook School. Number 5, new textbooks starting with the 2022-2023 school year for Kinlawn High School AP World History, Modern Ways of the World with sources for the AP Modern course. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion. Second. Discussion. Any board discussion on these items?
No.
So the in-service agreement, this is the ESSER 2 that we're discussing. Can you just elaborate what this is? Because there was some misunderstandings. Maybe Diane, you could explain. Yeah, why he's here.
Okay, so Mr. Shelton is working with, he worked with our teachers regarding creating an understanding of the difference between equity and equality, diversity, what that is. I think the Thank you. I think that what he did with our students, which I think is what the concern here is, the first day he met with, and we have some students here in the audience that were actually part of the group. He met with students the first day he was in district, and he asked them to sit with someone that they didn't know. And he asked them to take down facts about that person and then create a biography for them, of them. And then students told the biography of the student that they didn't know. And then they explained what they learned from meeting somebody new, what they had in common, what they didn't have in common, and that was it was an exercise in getting to know people and getting to the point where they can show, interest in each other's lives and things that they didn't know about each other. The next time he came, this was a virtual meeting with the students, he had them do the same thing with regard to themselves, so a biography of themselves. And, what they identified with, who's in their life that they go to. It was a whole series of very well thought out questions. The students responded very well to him. He's not here to talk, he's not a consultant for us about how we grade, he's not consulting for us on our AP or our GOLD program. He is here to help our kids and our teachers and our administrators work among the diversity that we have here, and that's not just racial diversity, that is cognitive diversity, socioeconomic diversity, it is diversity among religion, diversity among any kind of diversity you can think of. Everybody's different. And we have in Kinnelon and across the state an uptick in bullying. And this year specifically, after 2 years of kids kind of being isolated. And a lot of that comes from not being able to adjust to accepting people's differences or accepting people. So really what this is, you and I would have called it, or for people my age, I'm 55 or up, teaching kids about the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. That's the focus of what Mr. Shelton is doing for us. That's it.
Okay, any other discussion from the board? Okay, Ms. King, will you pull the board?
Ms. Doris?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenhower?
Yes.
Mr. Ganti?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Agenda item number 6 was added to the agenda. Number 6, the Kinnelon Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approves the following field trip for Kinnelon High School for the 2021-2022 school year, state track meet to Pennsauken, New Jersey. Can I get a motion to approve?
Second. Any discussion? Okay, Ms. King, will you pull the board?
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Ganti?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenhower?
Yes.
Ms. Doris?
Yes.
And Mrs. Thomas?
Yes. Okay, negotiations? Nothing. Personnel committee, Mr. Petroselli.
Personnel Committee has agenda items number 1 through 19 that represents our recommendations, and they'll be voted upon as a group. The first two are retirements. So Mr. Hartman and Mrs. Stickley, I'm not sure if they're both here, but thank you.
Mrs. Stickley's here.
Okay. Let's see where.
She's up there.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service. We appreciate it. Under appointments, the next few are leave replacements, aside from number 4, which is training level change and salary adjustment, and that's in personnel attachment A. If you go to page 4, we have additional, actually, 2 more leave replacements and a substitute teacher under number 9 at Kiel School. Number 10 is the approval of payments for the Kiel School Parent Academy. So you'll see that, and that's based on the Title II funds. Under non-certified staff, we have a substitute secretary under number 11. If you go to page 5, under number 12, personnel attachment B, which is the custodial maintenance holiday schedule. 13, we have the appointment of our new head football coach. Number 14 is a substitute teacher, a couple of substitute teachers under there. Number 15 is a home programming approval. We have a clinical intern under number 16. 17 is the PRM co-curricular list on attachment C. Stony Brook co-curricular list on attachment D. And then number 19 is a fieldwork district leadership program for the spring, summer 2022 through Montclair State. Can I have a motion to approve those first 19 items?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to say, to Mr. Hartman and Mrs. Stigley, my neighbor, thank you. I hope you enjoy your retirement. I also want to say congratulations to Dustin Grande, also a personal friend of mine. He's really going to do wonderful things with our football program. He's a role model, stand-up football player, and I feel as though he's going to be an excellent coach.
I concur, thanks for bringing that up.
I just wanted to say congratulations to Mr. Hartman and Mrs. Stickley for their dedicated service to our town, and we will miss you. And congratulations to Michelle, because she's here.
Okay, no further discussion. Ms. King, can you take, pull the board.
Mr. Ganti?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Here? Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Allison?
Yes.
Okay, the Personnel Committee also has agenda items 20 through 26, which were added to the agenda. So again, we have 3 unpaid leaves of absence. 23 and 24 are leave replacements. 25 is a resignation, also a retirement under 25. And then number 26 is the co-curricular list for KHS, and that's attachment E. Can I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Ms. King, will you pull the board.
Mrs. Jonas? Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Mr. Ganti?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Allison?
Yes.
There you go. For Policy Committee, we have agenda items number 1 and 2, which represent the Policy Committee's recommendations. They will be voted upon as a group. The HIB report is number 1, which Diane sent out. I can't remember if that was today or yesterday, so hopefully you had a chance to look at that. And then the second reading and adoption of the policies that we talked about last time. I have a motion to approve those.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, Ms. King, can you pull the board?
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Ganti?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Allison?
Yes. Finance Committee, agenda items 1 through 13 represent the Finance Committees. They will be voted, represent the Finance Committee's recommendations. They will be voted upon as a group. We have the Treasurer's Report for March 2022, Secretary's Report for March, budget transfers for the month of March, Secretary's certification of budgetary line items, the Board's certification of budgetary line items, the bills list, as indicated in the agenda A, B, C, D. We have the teaching staff job expenses and support staff job expenses reimbursement approvals that are in Finance Attachment A. We also are approving Mashio's food service, approving the contract for 22-2023 school year, including the management fees. The National and State Lunch Program, the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association for 2022-2023 school year, and the renewals for the First Student Incorporated, so the busing contract for the bus routes as indicated. Also, the First Student school-related activities for the multi-contract members for those also indicated under number 12 on the agenda. And the following checks from the student activity account. So I have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
I have one question on the bus contracts. Are they covering all the bus contracts that currently exist and any routes that are not listed in these contracts?
The only one that we're not covering for next year is one of our small midday preschool run, which we'll put out to bid. But other than that, they're covering all the existing bus runs that we're doing right now. The second group of bus runs are for basically co-curricular and athletics.
Thanks.
Okay, Ms. King, will you pull the board?
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrot?
Yes.
Mr. Vianci?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenmeyer?
Yes.
Ms. Stokes?
Yes.
And Ms. Thompson?
Yes. Facilities and Security Committee, there's
We
nothing.
did not have a meeting.
And Committee of the Whole. Okay, so committee reports. There's nothing for Committee of the Whole, so committee reports. Personnel?
Personnel meeting got usurped by the executive session yesterday, so we need to reschedule. So did we say that next Wednesday was good? We were going to postpone a week till when? Wednesday to Wednesday? Is that what we said last time? Yes? Okay. I'll reschedule for that.
That's the 4th.
Sorry. Is
Yeah,
that
that
good?
works. That works for me.
That works for me too.